Hello, so I'm going to demonstrate how to manage a lead, create a lead, and transition from convert a lead to a closed deal. So these are the pages in the lead in the CRM module. We have lead. This is where we create lead, create invoice, proposal, and SLA, manage the lead. This in the invoice, proposal, and SLA page, you find lists of invoices, proposals, and SLAs that have been created for each of these leads. So it is a long list of documents created for different leads. So I'm going to go to lead, and on this page you will find a list of all leads that have been created over time. You can tell the status of the lead. This lead is currently open, this is closed, this is open, this is suspended. That is to say that this let's say this client has passed the 3 months mark and is yet to be closed. You can now close, and to continue working with this client you need to reopen. So we're going to create a lead, add new lead. You need to choose the customer type. First of all, we need to fill customer details before we fill in the deals details. So customers detail, you choose customer type. If you choose corporate, you will have organization. That means you'll be able to enter the detail about the corporate client's organization. Otherwise, you don't get that for individual clients. So I'm going to click on corporate. The corporate client's name is let's say Masala. Let's say Masala Kitchen. And Masala Kitchen, this is their phone number. Their email is info@masala.com. Or let me use my email. So let's say healthstacksolution.com. The organization address is, let's say, 3 Chicken Tikka Street, LG Ikeja. City is Ikeja. State Lagos. Country is Nigeria. Customer class, I don't know how you class your customers, but I'll just say standard. The branch is Ikeja branch. So let's go into filling the deals detail. So what's the probability that you can convert this into a sale? Let me say there's a 50% chance. I'll say 50%. Size, so you can have the size in figure or in words. I'll just say the size is medium, whatever that is. So you use whatever works for you. The status of this deal is currently open. What's the next phase? The next step is to follow up. So what is your forecast for this deal? So weighted forecast is you can determine weighted forecast. I think there's a calculation. I don't know how you determine that. So you need to enter the weighted forecast for this deal. Let me just say the forecast for now is, I don't know. So let's say 50K. I don't know. It could be anything. Like, I don't know. So closing dates, a deal would close after 3 months, right? So it depends on when that deal will close for you. So I was told that it could be 6 months, it could be 3 months, it could even be a year. So you enter the closing date for that month, for that deal. Additional information. So it depends on whatever additional information you have for this lead. Please enter here. For now, I don't have any additional information. You can leave that blank as well. It's not a required field. So you add, so if there's additional contact for this, if there's additional contact for this customer, you might want to enter their details here. So let's say Mary Lamb is business development manager for Masala Kitchen, and Mary's phone number is this, and I'll add. So let's say there's another contact for, let's say there's another contact for this client, that's Dan at masala.com, and Dan is HR. Dan's phone number is, I'll add. So now we have two additional contacts for this client, and we need to assign this client um, to an employee in our organization. So let's say Mary is currently Mary is currently the one creating this client. So let's say Mary is the head of sales. So assignment of lead would usually be done by the head of sales. So it's either you do that while you're creating the client, the lead, or you can do that after the lead has been created, whichever works fine. I'll now click on create lead to complete this operation. I've just successfully created a corporate client called Masala Kitchen. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to manage that client now. So note that you can filter um, different columns here. You can filter by customer type, you can filter by phone number, by email, by probability of deal, or by dates that was submitted. So Masala Kitchen. If I click on Masala Kitchen, we'll find all of these details that we just filled in. So this is customer details, this is deals details, additional information like I typed in, and you can tell that based on the deal status that Obey BB just updated this deal at such and such time. So you can get history of edits or changes made to this, to a lead detail in the deal status history. Okay, we can edit this customer's details by clicking on this and click update to update. You can edit the deal's details and updates. You can also add additional information. Let's say there is still no additional info, and I'll add. So that has been updated, so you can keep adding. So this is us currently viewing the details of this deal. How about every other tab that's here? So we can, before I go to charts, you can set up a task for um, employees that are assigned to this deal, or even for employees that are not assigned to this deal. So let's say we want Mary, that is a client relationships person, sales department, to do something. So let's say, hello Mary, the status of this task is open, priority is urgent, please generate an invoice for the client, or for this customer, and I'll click complete assignment, and voila, we successfully created a task for one of our employees. And once that employee gets this task, they can change the status to whatever by clicking on edit details, change the status to pending or closed, as the case may be. So you can assign as many tasks, and we also know that you're supposed to upload letter of interests for the lead. So you click on upload. So we're in the uploads page. Click on new upload. You choose the file type. Is it an image or a document? So let's say this letter of interest is an image at this time, just for the sake of this demonstration. What type of document is this? So it's letter of interest, and you go here to select, or you can drag and drop a document here. So let me select. So we're using an image, for instance, and you see how the button came alive when I selected a file. Now I can click on upload file to complete that upload. I can click on this to view, that upload. Let me upload a document at this time. Let's say this document is letter of interest. So let's say we have letter of interest as, so I have, let me go to, okay, let me use this. So I'll upload this document. I've successfully uploaded the document, and once you click on here, click on that document, you can view the document. You can also scroll through that document, right? So yes, you can also delete a document if it's not needed. I'll go to appointments. So let's say we've gotten to the point where we want to schedule an appointment with this client because we have to discuss, the details, or discuss further, this deal. So the title of the appointment would be discuss deal. So let's say we're about to discuss the deal, and select contact means that you're selecting contacts, from that company that you want to be present in this, at this meeting. You can also, you don't have to choose all. You can, decide to uncheck, to remove a particular contact as you wish. You set the date and time for this appointment. So this appointment is for tomorrow, 6th of January at 2 p.m. And the status of this appointment is, scheduled. As you go, you can change the appointment status. It could become active when you are on that appointment. It could be postponed, it could be cancelled, suspended, aborted, or completed. So you change the status as, as we progress. You can enter the reason for the for this appointment further, and you close. So this is, optional. Submit. I have just created an appointment, and you can view this appointment. You can edit or edit this appointment. You can see the details of the client, and details of all other contacts that are present in this that will be present in this particular meeting. You At this point, we would create a proposal. Click on the tab proposal and add new proposal. So here we've just clicked on add new proposal. You can see customer details and deal details. The reason why we have this here is because you might need to, you might need any of these information as prepared that proposal for the client. So what we did is that we kind of have a page now where you can have, okay, that page has been removed. Okay, so let me go back to lead. So for now, For now, you would be able to create proposal from here. Click on add new proposal. You can see the details of that deal just in case you need, to get any of this information in your proposal. So what we discussed the last time I came to the office is that you can format your, the template that you have, because there's not just one format for proposal and it's quite bulky. So you have that bulky document, you can customize it for this client and upload it here by clicking on attach new file. So if you click on attach new file, you get this attached document pop up. You can drag and drop the document here, or you can just select. So let me demonstrate dragging and dropping documents. So here, sorry. So this is it. Drag and drop. So okay, this is a PowerPoint document. I can drop this here. Right, okay. I don't think we can use PowerPoint documents. So let me use a PDF. So I've just dragged and dropped a document here. You can see how this came alive. You can enter a comment for this document and click attach file. What we've just done is attach the proposal, for the proposal, for this particular client. And you can enter the body of the message here. Hi, please find, please find attached a document, a proposal. A proposal for this deal. Looking forward to your or feedback rather. So it depends on whatever you want to type in here. I'm just having fun, so just, yeah, regards. Yeah, so fine. And you can decide to edit, this message. That's why we have this text editor here. Proposal. So let's say this is the heading of this document. I can bold this. I can decide to make this italics. I can add a link, bb.com, and turn this into a link, bb.co. Yeah, so I can, this doesn't even have to be bb, so I can say this is bb, but it's a link. So you can create a link as well. You can also add a table. You can add a table to this, and the more you add, the more your table would increase in size. So let me undo this table because we don't need a table at this time in my email. And voila, we've kind of done written the body of this message. We have attached a proposal, and let's say I want to save as drafts because I feel like I would need to go over this proposal some other, maybe sometime in future, or I would want a superior or a colleague to go over this proposal before I send. So I've successfully saved this proposal as draft. If I go back, I will see this proposal listed here, and I can decide to click on this and update the proposal again, save as draft. You can see the status is draft. Click on the proposal and choose to send the proposal. So when you click on send proposal, you will get a pop-up, that asks you if you're trying to copy another uh, member of this customer's team. Otherwise, it will just send straight to the customer's email. So that's that for proposal. We have the same uh, process for creating SLAs. Click on create new SLA. You have all of these details here that you need. If you need it, you can always just, scroll and glance. So let's attach an SLA to this document for now. I'm going to search. I'm going to click attach. You can write a comment or not. Enter a body for this SLA and save as draft if you want to save as draft, or simply just click send to send that SLA. So once that SLA is sent to the client and the client signs that SLA and sends back a copy to you via your email, you can now go to, so see we have this SLA as draft. You can now go to upload to upload the SLA. That's the signed copy of that SLA here. So this is me trying to upload a signed copy of SLA document here. So we now have letter of interest and LOI. So we've demonstrated deals, upload, appointment, proposal, SLA. Let's go to invoice. So let's say we're trying to create an invoice for this deal. Everything done and dusted. It's time to send out an invoice for the client. You click on create invoice. Again, you have customers detail and deals detail pre-filled. Okay, customers detail only pre-filled for you, and the date of this invoice is auto generated. Invoice number auto generated. Total amount, payment mode. So let's say this client is paying, let's say, cash. If there are any more options you think we should add here, please let us know. Payment option, this client is paying annually. Subscription category, let's say it's a new subscription, yeah, because it's a new client, obviously. Plan section, so let's choose plan type. Plan type family. The premium for this plan, so let's say we have premium for 300,000. This 30,000, 300,000. Number of heads 10. So about 10 staff are to pay, staffs are to pay 30,000 each for they pay 30,000 each for each staff that has family. 30,000. Number of heads is 10. Okay, I think this should be 30, not 300. 30. Calendric and duration, so I think it's for, let's say, for 12 months. Duration, let's say 12, and the total amount will be 300,000. So I'll add. So they're only purchasing, okay, let's say they're also purchasing personal individual plan type, and the price is 15,000, and they're purchasing for just one person for 12 months, and the amount is 15,000. So I'll add that plan. You see how the total amount is now, self-calculated or populated. Now we have an invoice. I will create this invoice. I've just created this invoice. So it gets to the point where this invoice needs to be vetted by, let's say, finance or I've forgotten the team, underwriting. So if we click on this invoice, you can tell the details of the invoice. You can tell that someone decided that this invoice cannot fly, and for some reason they will decline. They've given reasons why they this invoice cannot be accepted. So this invoice was denied outrightly. You can see the details of this invoice that Obey denied. It could be somebody else, really. It could be anybody else that has that has to do something concerning invoice, as an authority, somebody that is part of authorization, can say, okay, this invoice is denied. Once the invoice is denied, they can simply go and work on this invoice, edit this invoice, and come back to reopen the invoice. you know let's say we are reopening this invoice because changes has been effected, and we reopen. Click on reopen to reopen the invoice. What we've just done is close and reopen an invoice. Now this invoice is good to go. You can tell that Obey again opened this invoice at so time. Okay, there's also a lot more that you can do. You can decide to view the invoice. Now it comes to the point where you need to select the account detail that you want this invoice to be paid to. So if I click on, so you might have, depending on the number of accounts that you set up when you're creating your account, you can choose one, two, three, as many accounts as possible. So let's choose this. Here you now have the details of these account details that you want these clients, when they receive this invoice, to pay into. And yes, that's it for when you view invoice. You can now decide that, okay, you want to approve this invoice. Let's say I'm approving with pleasure, or you can decide not to type in any comments and just simply approve that invoice. The status of the invoice changes to approve. You can see the invoice history here, and you can also chat with people in finance or whoever it is, or in sales, concerning this invoice. Hi, um, why are you not approving this invoice? Don't you want money? Okay, so there's yeah, and once this person that gets this email, this message, sees it, they would respond to you why they are not responding or approving this invoice, or whether they need money or they don't need money. So that's that about invoice. If you go to staff, you can see all the list of staff that are assigned to this client. So let's say we assign Obehi sales department to this client as well. Click on add staff. So I've added Obey, and I'm thinking maybe I should deactivate Mary because we no longer want Mary on this client. So I'll deactivate Mary, and Mary is no longer an active staff on this deal. I can also reactivate Mary, and Mary can become an active employee in this deal. Same thing with contact. You can deactivate a contact simply because that contact no longer has a stake in this deal, or the contact is no longer with the organization. You can decide to reactivate the contacts. You can also decide to edit the contact detail, let's say email changed or phone number changed. So that is it for how you create and manage clients deals. If I click on this deal again, I can continue or have a chat with you know, anybody in my channel. So this chat will operate would be in channels. You can chat with people in the same department with you. You can chat with people in other departments. You can chat with people um within a network, within your organization. You can chat with people even externally. For now, you can chat, is an internal chat. So you can, it's basically within the organization. Yeah. So let me go to list of appointments. You can see that we created these appointments, recently. You can tell, you can just click on this appointment to see, to view the appointment. You can find that, okay, in the list of appointment, we have a list of all appointments so far for all the clients that we have. You can decide to filter appointment by date. Okay, when you filter this, you should get only appointments for that date in the filter. That's, book will be updated. So, okay, yeah, so it works. So you can filter, previous appointments, you can backdate and filter appointments. You can also search for appointment. Instead of using the date, you can decide to search with name. If you go to invoice, you see a list of all invoices that have been created in this organization. You can see that we just created an organization, an invoice for Masala Kitchen. If we go to proposal, you will see the proposal we just created and several orders for other clients. If we go to SLA, the same thing, we're going to see, the one we just created and several orders for other clients. So this is how you manage, this is how you use CRM. Thank you.